Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun injury report, starting 5, and prediction as Caitlin Clark returns after 33-second heroics. The Indiana Fever finally delivered the kind of performance that reminded everyone why they are considered one of the top contenders this season. Caitlin Clark led the charge with a commanding presence, essentially sending a message to the reigning champions: you are unbeaten this season. Here's 32 points for you to think about. Clark was locked in from the word go after coming back from her 5-game hiatus due to her quad injury, getting 25 points in the first half and finishing with almost a triple-double with 32 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Clark tied her career high for three-pointers as the Fever set a franchise record with 17 threes in 35 attempts while shooting at 48.6%. This showing included a crazy run in which she made 3 consecutive logo threes within a minute. It was Clark's third career game in which she had at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Along with her, Kelsey Mitchell added 22 points, Lexi Hull had 14, and Aaliyah Boston finished with 10 points and 11 rebounds. After beating the arguably best team in the league, they are on an extreme high and are looking to get going with a winning streak. They face the Connecticut Sun next, and they still have one piece in their puzzle missing against Liberty. It was their veteran DeWanna Bonner. She missed the game on Saturday due to personal reasons, according to White. Will she be back in time for the Sun game? Let's dive into their injury report. DeWanna Bonner remains doubtful for this clash because of personal reasons. Bonner was with the team in Atlanta for Tuesday's game, but missed the past 2 days of practice and the Liberty game. According to Fever reporter Scott Agnes, she will miss the game against the Sun. The Connecticut Sun have Rayah Marshall out with an ankle injury and are unlikely to make it for this game against the Fever. However, Sonia Rivers, who is considered 50-50 for their last game and could make an appearance in this one. Indiana is 3-1 so far in Commissioner's Cup play after defeating the Liberty 102-88 on Saturday, handing New York its first defeat all season. The Fever, Liberty, and Dream are all 3-1 in group play with 1 game remaining. On the other hand, the Connecticut Sun are exactly on the opposite side with a 1-3 record in this tournament so far. Their only win came against the Atlanta Dream. The Sun is coming off 2 heavy losses against the Sky and the Mystics. They lost by 12 points against the Sky and by a whopping 37 points against the Mystics. No matter how inconsistent their form may have been, the Indiana Fever are expected to bring their best against the Connecticut Sun. The last time these two teams met, the Sun earned their first win of the season after opening with 5 straight losses, taking advantage of a Fever squad still reeling from the sudden absence of Caitlin Clark. At that point, Indiana had not yet adjusted to playing without their star, and it was evident in their lack of structure and confidence on the court. Since then, the Fever have made significant progress. Kelsey Mitchell has returned to top form, Sydney Colson found her rhythm in the most recent game, and most importantly, Caitlin Clark is back and fully fit. With Clark leading the charge once again, Indiana appears more composed, confident, and dangerous. According to ESPN's matchup predictor, the Fever are currently favorites with an 82.2% chance to win. The key for the Indiana Fever moving forward will be maintaining focus and not falling into the trap of overconfidence after their impressive win over the Liberty. It can be tempting to ease up after taking down an unbeaten powerhouse, but the Fever cannot afford to let their guard down. Their next challenge against the Connecticut Sun will require the same level of intensity and execution. The Sun is a team that thrives on disrupting momentum and could very well be aiming to establish itself as a bogey team for Indiana. If the Fever wants to solidify their status as true contenders, they must approach this game with urgency, discipline, and the same edge that fueled their recent victory. Every matchup counts in building a winning culture, and how they respond after a big win will say as much about their championship potential as the win itself.